Hi, this is HOIO from the House of Israel, Ohio, on day 36. Of course, it was a Shabbat today, so we had class, and so revelation was not an issue. There was revelation flying all across the room, revelation bouncing off to each individual from person to person to person. So I'm just going to share one that kind of started the ball going. It's a really easy one, really simple one. We was talking about in Yom Kippur, how Yom Kippur has that aspect of restoring relationships. Now, dealing with our vertical and restoring relationships, we also have some relationships that we might be led to in this season, not all relationships, but some relationships we might be led to restore even horizontally. And so we're getting the vertical restoration with Messiah, and we're getting the vertical relationship restored. And so there might be some relationships that we might have to restore horizontally. In those relationships, as the person comes to you humbly and says, hey, I've got the judgment, I received my penalty, I know I was wrong, but I just want to make sure that things are right. In that restoration, I had the revelation instantly when we was talking of Isaiah 58 verse 9. And I usually focus on, you shall call upon Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, and he'll say, here I am. I usually focus on that point, but on that same verse, the second part says, if you remove the finger wagging, if you remove the finger pointing from yourself, and the revelation was, when that person comes and says, hey, let's restore that relationship, are you going to wag the finger at them and say, ha ha, remember that's what you got your judgment, you deserved it? Or are you going to wag your finger at them and say, well, you got what you deserve? Are you going to wag your finger at them and say, couldn't happen to a better person, or you deserve this, and blah, blah, blah? But so when we go to Father and we say, hey, I want to be restored in a better relationship, it's been a rough year, it's been a rough time, I kind of slacked off in our relationship, and does he say, aha, I would, but la la la, here's the wag of the finger? No, he doesn't. He says, I want to restore. I see your humility. I see that you've returned in humility. Leviticus 26 verse 40. Leviticus 26 verse 40. Anyways, the amazing thing is he doesn't wag the finger. He says, you shall call upon me, and I will say, here I am. He restores that relationship. So when someone comes to you in this season and they're ready to restore that relationship, if it's one that you're being led to be restored back by Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, if you've been impressed in your spirit already for that restoration of relationship, because not everybody you restore. Some people you'll cut off and just stay cut off, but other people you might have to restore. If you're led to restore, are you going to be humble enough, because it takes even humility on your part, are you going to be humble enough to say, I'm not going to wag the finger at you, but I'm going to make the effort that's necessary to restore that relationship? And of course, there's a whole lot more to it. But that's why you have to come out to Shabbat, because when we get together, it's revelation after revelation, and in that midrash, in that discussion, the word speaks and it grows up and it becomes big in volumes. And that was another revelation. I realized, oh my gosh, that's why drash is so necessary. Going through the week and trying to get the revelation on your own is one thing, but when you mix it up with your brothers and you find the Most High in your brother, and he really draws out that scriptures and help you come to that revelation, not on YouTube, but actually physically with people, it's completely different. All right, I'm HOIO, and I'm out.